बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम, सलाम अलैकुम। मैं शाहिदा मिर्ज़ा आपके साथ प्राइम टीवी के साथ बोंजोर मोंट्रियल। आज हमारे साथ स्टूडियो में जो शख्सियत मौजूद है हमारे साथ, शी इज़ अ सिटी काउंसलर in the district of the Park Extension since 1998. She was re-elected for the 6th mandate on November 5th, 2017. She has held many positions over her 20 years of public service. She is presently a member of two standing commissions for the City of Montreal. Commission permanente sur l'inspecteur général and commission présidence du conseiller, and is a member of the board of directors of Montreal Relève. In her first term of office from 1998 to 2001, she was the first woman of Greek origin nominated to the city executive committee responsible for sport, recreation, and social development. A total of $12 million were invested thanks to that city councilor effort to revitalize Park Extension and improve the quality of life of her citizens. Amongst her numerous realizations are library with collection in 13 different languages, reflecting the diversity of her district. Indoor swimming pool, 2 soccer fields, cricket field, and redevelopment of many parks in the district that she represents. From 1998 to 2001, she was a treasury of the Local Development Center Executive Committee, was a board member of the Montreal Urban Committee Board of Directors of the region of the Régie Régionale de la Santé et Services Sociaux and of the Conseil Métropolitain de Montréal, and member of the Conseil Régional de Développement de l'Île de Montréal Executive Committee. From 2001 to 2005, she was Vice President for the City Studying Committee of Corporate Affairs, Strategic Management, Human Resource, and Ethno-Cultural Diversity. Born in Greece, City Councilor immigrated to Montreal with her family in 1958. Having studied tourism, sales, and marketing at La Salle College, she built a career in wholesale for customer service, seminar, and educational tours of travel agent with Tour Maison Holiday House, where she worked at 27 years. Resident at Park Extension, City Councilor, she's married, proud mother for 3 young adults. She speaks 4 languages fluently: English, French, Greek, and Armenian. She has enrolled for Spanish class this spring. She has a wealth of community experience. In 1986, she became a board of member of the Park Extension youth organization called PEYO, an organization for which she became vice president from 1990 to 94 and president from 94 to 1998. She was also the secretary treasury for Penny Linus Soccer Club from 1984 to 1998. मैं खुश आमदीद कहती हूँ मिसेस मैरी डेरोस, जो आज हमारे साथ हमारे स्टूडियो में है। Welcome, Mrs. Deros.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Thank you for having me on this program.
On Prime TV. Well, and a pleasure to see you always, Mrs. Deros. And I personally admire you because if I'm here today, it's not because I'm here, it's because of Mrs. Deros. She's the one who gave me encouragement to come and to stand in front of the public. And today I'm here interviewing one of the best women in Park Extension.
Thank you.
Welcome again.
Thank you.
Mrs. Deros, we know as you professional way. We know what you do. But I really want to know a little bit personal. A little bit, not much. Tell us about when you were age of 15, 16. What were your dreams?
I always wanted to be a teacher. And unfortunately, life didn't turn out that way. I studied and became a travel consultant for a wholesale company. I stayed with that company for 27 years.
Wow.
I helped develop customer service, but you know, the teaching was always inside of me. I started teaching travel agents to become the best they can by organizing educational trips to the different destinations that we represented.
Mm-hmm.
We had educational trade shows,
Right.
teaching travel agents the different products that we had. And so the teaching always came along.
Mm-hmm.
What I do now is basically I give customer service to the citizens.
That's no doubt.
When they have a problem, I try to settle them. I try to find a good solution. And at the same time, I teach young people and give them all the opportunities they can have within the city and encourage them to be the best they can.
So, if I understood, you want to be a teacher, and then you choose that professional to become in a travel agency. So, what's bring you in a different world, in a politic? It's completely different.
You know, while I was working, bringing up my 3 children, being a caregiver to my parents, my aging parents, and to my in-laws, I was also a volunteer in social development, in community groups, always trying to encourage young people and to protect them and to guide them. And this is where I find that being a volunteer, I was with Park Extension Youth Organization, PYO,
Mm-hmm.
on the board of directors. I was also the treasurer of our local association for soccer.
Mm-hmm.
Always there helping to forge and to encourage our youth to be the best they can be and to protect them, to make sure they're in a secure environment. And when in 1998, the mayor of the time, Mr. Pierre Burke, was looking for a candidate here in Park Extension, my name was being referred to him all the time.
Wow.
So he came and he asked, he says, Mary, I want you to come join my team. I had no idea what I was getting involved in.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what city councilors did back then.
Right.
But he said, I need you to help me take care of Park X. And that clicked.
Wow.
So I said, okay, I'm going to come work with you. Little did I know that this will be a way of life for me, because it's always been what I wanted to do,
Mm-hmm.
without knowing that this type of position
Mm-hmm.
could be available to a woman of Greek origin, not a
It's true.
Quebecois.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very proud that I have sustained myself. I've been there for 20 years. This November, it's going to be 20
years.
And it's thanks to the people that keep voting me in and to the great respect and interwork that we have with the communities, with the citizens, and with myself being there helping in their day-to-day needs.
Perfect. And correct me if I'm not making a mistake. Back then, in 1998, what you're talking, it is Greek community was involved, because like now we know the Park Extension, we see more Indian, Pakistani,
South
Bangladesh,
Asians.
South Asian.
We also have Latinos.
Right.
We also have Asians,
Right.
Chinese, Vietnamese. We're also receiving citizens from the plateau. You have your
Oh.
Anglophone and French Canadians moving in from the plateau, so things are changing. But Park X has always been a place of transition.
Mm-hmm.
My parents built the house that we live in today in
Okay.
1969. We
Right.
moved in 1970. And there was always different cultural communities, the
Mhm.
Greeks, the Armenians, the Italians, the Turkish, the Jewish,
Right.
and then we had Haitians, then we had the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a way. People come in, they settle,
And then.
then they move on to other areas
Mhm.
because they want bigger and better housing.
Right.
But you know what? Park X is becoming popular again.
Mm-hmm.
And people actually come here and they invest. They want to stay here. We've worked hard to do that.
That's no doubt. And
When-
as we know,
When my children were young, our parks were not what they are today.
today.
We
Yeah.
had no swimming pool.
Mhm.
We had no library. And so I used to go to Outremont or to Laval for my kids to play
Mm-hmm.
and actually learned how to swim in Saint Laurent.
Wow.
So now that we have all these facilities that I
Mhm.
worked so hard
Yep.
to convince my colleagues to be able to vote
Right.
so that we can have a swimming pool and a library and water games in our parks and renew all our parks. Young families are coming and they're staying in Park X to help bring up their children, their families. So it makes me very proud that when I see the results of my hard work over the last 20 years.
That's no doubt. And I heard about a lot of things from William Hingston, because I think inside of William Hingston we have library, and I think we have a swimming pool too, and I think all credit goes to you, Mrs. DeRose. It is right,
When
because you
we-
work hard.
When we built the swimming pool,
Mm-hmm.
we also added a corridor from the swimming pool to the school, to William Hingston,
Okay.
so that the children who attend school, they don't have to put their coats on
they can just
to come outside and then enter the swimming pool. They can go inside from their school through a corridor to enjoy the swimming pool and to learn how to swim. And
That's really-
because of the waters that we have around Montreal, rivers and lakes, it is important that the children learn how to swim to protect themselves.
That's no doubt, and I think we all, as a parents, I think we should give encouragement to our kids to learn all those kind of activities. And any new project, Mrs. DeRose, coming to Park Extension, we want to know a little bit. We don't want like a full detail, of course, because when we put project, we have certain things we able to discuss with the public for the moment. It is any
But
excitement.
we're very public about what we're doing because we want the citizen participation. We need the citizens to come in and tell us this is what they want inside the parks. This is how they see their streets to be developed. Last year we completed Jarry Street,
Yes.
where we enlarged the sidewalks, we planted trees and greenery, and it's a nice urban street.
Mhm.
So that we as Park Xers can also feel proud. We're not just cement, you know. So we beautified Jarry Street. We've also acquired 2 pieces of land.
Right.
One we're going to call Centennial Park.
Oh.
It's been 10 years in waiting to happen. And so
Wow.
finally, we met with some citizens. We thought what we can do with a small space.
Right.
It's going to be a nice oasis,
Oh.
place where people, because a lot of our people walk
Yes.
to go shopping, to go here and there. And so this park will be at the corner of St. Roch and Stewart.
Perfect.
And it's going to be a very nice park where people can go and enjoy the summer days. And the other one, we're actually having tomorrow night a public consultation with our citizens. We already had two. This will be the third one because the first two we basically picked up all the ideas, what people wanted. And so the architects have put down two different possibilities.
Right.
And we're going to pass it via the citizens, and they're going to help us decide where and what we're going to put in this park. And this is at the corner of Delepi and Beaumont.
So it's going to be soon. Those projects will be.
By the year 2019, 2020, both parks will be done.
And like we said, inshallah. It's always a beautiful project here. And like I said, and here at Park Extension, we have a very strong personality here at Park X. City Councilor is Mary Jo Rose. Honorable Justin Trudeau. Mr. Jerry Saklavunas, who's always support us. What else we need at Park Extension? And we talk about the project. We talk about a little bit personal life. So any message you want to give, Mrs. Jaros?
Absolutely. Security has never been better in Park X. The police statistics show us that crime rate is diminishing, almost non-existent. From time to time we see something happening, but it's not what it used to be 10 years ago.
Right.
So I'm very happy for that. But you know, spring is coming and everybody's out there spring cleaning. We're cleaning inside the house, we're cleaning outside the house, taking the garbage out. Even the city has a machine that goes over the sidewalk and washes and makes sure all the little rocks that we put on for abrasives for the winter will be cleaned away. Our brooms are passing on the street twice a week. So for the next month and a half, the city, and I hope the citizens will join us in maintaining our streets and our yards clean.
Wow.
Now, in about 2 months from now, the sweepers, those trucks with the sweepers,
right,
will be passing by once a week on one side, once a week on the other side, to help us with the parking.
Yes, that's true. That was my next thing. That was my next thing to ask you.
You know, Park X is a small area, but a lot of people, a lot of families have 2, 3, 4 cars.
4 cars, it's true.
My streets have not become bigger, but we have more cars in the area.
Yeah.
So especially in the summer when they have to move the car from one side to the other to let the sweeper pass, we will be only passing once on one side, once on the other side. So out of the 5 days, 5 days of the week, only 2 days you have to move your car. The rest of the time.
So in 2 months?
In about 2 months.
In 2 months.
We want to make sure we clean the area. But that means that the sweepers will not pass twice to clean. I'm relying on you, the citizens. Please do not throw garbage outside of your cars. The other day I was driving in front of Sinclair Laird. There was a bag from McDonald's and the coffee mug and the cartons on the schoolyard. This is where our children play. Please keep our district clean. This is our home. This is our neighborhood. I need your cooperation to help us keep Park X clean. I want to be proud of where I live. And I'm counting on you, the citizens. If we see that the citizens will not cooperate, we'll bring those sweepers again twice. It's important to have our neighborhood clean. So please work with us. I want us to be proud Park Xers, and I need your help, please.
So, Mrs. DeRose ने जो मैसेज दिया है, मेरा दिल चाह रहा है कि मैं उर्दू में भी आपको बता दूं कि वो कह रही हैं कि 2 महीने के अंदर अंदर जैसे जो सफाई वगैरह होती है सड़क की, अमूमन वीक में 2 दफ़ा होती है, हम लोगों को गाड़ी वगैरह मूव करना पड़ता है. इन लोगों ने जो प्रोजेक्ट अब किया है वो वीक में 1 दफ़ा करेंगे ताकि जो पब्लिक है पार्क एक्सटेंशन की, जो लोग हैं, उनको ज़्यादा मुश्किल ना हो, ताकि वो खाली वीक में 1 दफ़ा गाड़ी को मूव कर सकें. लेकिन उस चीज़ के लिए मिसेस डरोस कह रही हैं कि उनको आपकी हेल्प की ज़रूरत है. वो कैसे? वो ये कि आप स्ट्रीट्स साफ सुथरी रखें, जो गार्बेज है या जो भी है आप प्रॉपर जगह जो होती है वहाँ पर फेंकें. तो I just said it in my language because I feel like to, because it's a very important message you're giving out to our public, to our people. No matter which community, we live together, we have to work as a team. So it was a beautiful message
Thank you.
You give us, and it's a really honor to have you, Mrs. DeRose, with us.
It's a pleasure. I hope I can be back to bring you more information. I know, I forget what day it is, but the long weekend in May on Saturday, please, if you live in Park Extension, pass by at the corner of DeRoche and Ball behind the swimming pool. We will be distributing flowers to our citizens. You need to bring a proof of address so that we can beautify Park Extension with flowers. Looking forward to seeing you there.
Thank you very much. So इसी के साथ हम अपना प्रोग्राम ख़त्म करते हैं, लेकिन मैं एक छोटा सा मैसेज आपको देना चाहती हूँ. मैं शाहिदा मिर्ज़ा Bonjour Montreal में आपकी होस्ट रहा करूँगी. आप प्लीज़ फेसबुक पेज में हमारा पेज लाइक करें, प्राइम टीवी कनाडा, और उस पेज में आप हमें कमेंट्स लिख सकते हैं. आप हमें बता सकते हैं कि हम किस शख्सियत को बुलाएं, उनका इंटरव्यू लें. आप किसको चाहते हैं? आपके दिल में, मन में कोई क्वेश्चन है, आप फेसबुक में हमें मैसेज सेंड कर सकते हैं. इसी नोट के साथ आप अपना बहुत ज़्यादा ध्यान रखिएगा. अल्लाह हाफिज़. शाहिदा मिर्ज़ा.